If the alcohol content of a distilled liquid is 80 proof, what is the percentage of alcohol by volume in that spirit? Is it A, 30%? Is it B, 40%? Is it C, 50%? Or D, 60% alcohol by volume? Welcome to That Quiz Show. I'm your host, Lauren. The answer to our multiple choice question is B. Proof is always twice the percent of alcohol, so an 80 proof spirit is 40% alcohol by volume. As the story goes, British soldiers in the Royal Navy would mix a splash of rum with gunpowder to test its strength. They knew that it would only ignite if the spirit was at least 50% alcohol by volume. So if the mixture was flammable, then it was 100% proof that they were trading for full-strength rum. If you had the correct answer, give yourself some fake internet points. Today, we have 10 trivia questions for you all about cocktails and spirits. Subscribe to stay up to date with fresh episodes, and if you want a notification when the answers video goes live at 3 p.m. Pacific, then hit the bell icon too. Are you ready to play? Belly up to the quiz bar and let's see if you can hold your trivia. Question 1. James Bond popularized a famous variation of the martini made with Lillet instead of vermouth. This cocktail is named after the femme fatale character in the film and novel Casino Royale. Name that cocktail. What cocktail is named after the femme fatale in Casino Royale? Number 2. To be legally sold as bourbon, a whiskey's mash must contain at least 51% of what grain? To be legally sold as bourbon, a whiskey's mash must contain at least 51% of what grain? Question 3. A credible story regarding the origin of the word cocktail states that it was a mispronunciation of the French word coquetier. What is a coquetier? What is a coquetier? Number 4. In what year did Prohibition end in the United States? For our international viewers, there was a period of 13 years when alcohol was illegal in the United States. Prohibition is the term for this dark time in American history. In what year did Prohibition end in the United States? Question 5. What spirit, popular in the Czech Republic, is known as the Green Fairy? What spirit is known as the Green Fairy? Our next 5 questions are served neat. I'll give you a recipe for a classic cocktail and you'll need to tell me the name of the drink. Simple, if you know your classic cocktail recipes. Here's an example. 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of triple sec, 1 ounce lime juice, garnished with a salted rim. Shake that up with ice cubes and what do you get? A delicious margarita. We're gonna get a bit more complex, but any bartender worth their salt will know all these recipes by heart. I've got 5 classic cocktail recipes lined up for you. There's no flaming Lamborghinis or broken down golf carts here, just the classics. Question 6. This classic cocktail is made with vermouth, Campari, and gin. Let's see if you recognize this classic concoction. It's one of my favorites. 1 ounce sweet vermouth, 1 ounce Campari, 1 ounce gin, garnish with an orange slice or a twist, serve on the rocks. What is this classic cocktail? Number 7. For this cocktail, you can use either rye or bourbon, stirred with sweet vermouth and bitters. That's 2 ounces of rye whiskey or bourbon, 1 ounce sweet vermouth, 2 to 3 dashes of Angostura bitters, garnish with a cherry, serve up or on the rocks. Here's a hint. Legendary alcohol enthusiast Frank Sinatra preferred this cocktail to the old-fashioned. Question 8. This one breaks from the classic cocktail ratios, but it's timeless. Featuring gin, lime juice, and simple syrup. 2 ounces of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Garnish with a lime wheel, shake with ice, serve up or on the rocks. Can you ID this classic cocktail? Question 9. This might be America's oldest cocktail, featuring rye whiskey, bitters, and absinthe. 2.5 ounces rye whiskey, 1 sugar cube, 2 dashes Peychaud's bitters, 1 dash Angostura bitters, 1/4 ounce absinthe, garnish with a lemon peel, serve neat in a rocks glass. Here's a clue. If you've ever been to New Orleans, you've seen this one on every cocktail menu in town. It's the official cocktail of the Garden City. The official cocktail of the Garden State is the Long Island iced tea. And our final question of the episode, number 10. Well, except for the new bonus question at the very end of this video. Question 10. This eye-catching cocktail is served up in a champagne flute, featuring gin, lemon juice, and dry champagne. 2 ounces of gin, 2 dashes simple syrup, ½ ounce lemon juice, 5 ounce brut champagne, garnish with a lemon twist, served up in a champagne flute. Do you recognize this cocktail? This wraps up the 10 questions for our cocktail quiz. Answers for these questions will be posted in a second video later today at 3 p.m. Pacific. Subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified as soon as the answers go live. You can now find us on Twitter and TikTok at That Quiz Show. Last but not least, here is your bonus question for this episode. What is the key ingredient that gives Grand Marnier its signature flavor? Leave your answer to the bonus question in the comments. As always, don't forget to tip your bartender by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. We'll see you soon with answers to these questions on That Quiz Show.